finally November, which means I can review the stuff that I got in October. So, Transformers Prime 1... Oh, Transformers Prime? Wow. Transformers 1 Changer, whatever it is, the Deluxe Alpha Trion. And here he is. He's this little lion, wolf, unicorn thing. I'm not sure what it's meant to be. Maybe it's a Cybertronian animal. But the point is, he's a weird animal-y thing. And it's the most obvious transformation of all time. But I don't care. The plastic has got this weird, this really thick, lovely feel to it. It's kind of reminds me of animated. The horn, because of the way it pegs in, you can go. So adjust to your preference. Tail is static and actually locks in the waist swivel. So you try and do it, you're not really going to get much out of it. Legs, hinge here. You know, ankle tilt. And these are the arms, so you've got a ball joint. There is, and I'll point this out, there's a little peg here and a little slot there. Can you see that? So I don't know if you're supposed to, like, because it will tab in. Come on. There we go. I don't know if they're supposed to stay like that. But if you leave them untabbed, you can, more dramatic running poses. So just ignore them. Just pretend they're not there. It's fine. Like I say, it's the world's most obvious transformation you've ever seen ever. But let's do a size comparison quickly. So there is Speedy Blur. It's a deluxe. It might not be a big deluxe, but it's a deluxe. I know a lot of people don't like Alpha Trion transforming, but if he's going to just turn into something basically to make him move a bit faster, like it's basically just him hunched over and running, I'm not a huge, thing against it. Some people still don't like it. Hi, Bill. Let's get him transformed. So first of all, I'm just going to take the tail off. There's a giant tab into a slot there, so get rid of that. We're going to straighten the legs out. We get this, and you'll never guess how this works. We can get this purple panel, and we're going to untab it, because it sort of tabs in. Can't remember where it tabs in, but it does sort of tab in. Just bring it down, and it locks into place on that bit. And then you flip down this giant grey piece, and you've got the robot leg. Look at that. You've never seen that transformation. Yeah, of course you've seen it before. It's the default transformation for beast legs because it works. Get that down into place. Straighten them out. There we go. We can get these. We're going to straighten them out. And this is quite cool. There's a swivel at the top of the elbow, a swivel at the bottom of the elbow. So if you don't want to... Sometimes this won't turn depending on how tight they are. Turn that, and then we can get this piece, and we're going to fold it in. So that's basically hiding the beast claws, showing the robot hand. So get this down, and this one sometimes likes to move the hinge up here as well. So if you don't want to do that, if you just want to turn this piece on its own, leave it bent, and it'll just turn this on its own. Hold that up, straighten the arm out. And then we'll get this piece, and you have to sort of wiggle it loose, and then just kind of wiggle it to finagle it, and get it all the way over the top. And if you wanted, you could leave it like that. That's basically the robot mode. But then you've got all this hanging off the back. So what you do is you split it. And it's much easier if you've got nails like I do. And then you've got this, which is the horn, which is supposed to be like a little, dagger. I've heard much worse descriptives. We'll put that over there. And we're just going to fold this all the way through to there. And then just drop it down onto the back. And now it kind of acts like a cape. Now we have Alpha Trion in his robot mode with his cape and everything else. And I kind of love him. He's just got that, look at his face. He's got that kind of little derpy, like, I'd love him to be a bit dirtied up so the detail would pick out a bit more. Maybe I'm a bit petty about that. But I do kind of love this feel to him. He's this, like, baby's first Alpha Trion, He's got his waist swivel, he's got the ball joint, he's got all the joints here, the swivel, the bend, swivel, ball joint, swivel, maybe slightly over 90 degree, and he's got the ankle tilt, which, is huge. I have tightened a lot of joints on this thing. Some weren't loose, just more loose than I'd like. I suppose we should get to the weapons, which is the worst part of this figure, which is why I never use them. So you can give him his little ice cream cone, whatever that is, I don't know. See, I'm trying to be polite because I've heard what other people have called this. And this, which I think it's supposed to be like a whip, but I hate whip weapons most of the time, so you can call it a scimitar or something if you want. I don't know. And because of those extra swivels, you can actually get some really good poses out of it. You can bend it, you can do all this, waist swivel, turn the head. You can actually get poses out of him. He doesn't really look any good because, again, he's like baby's first. So he doesn't really look very good in them. But he's cool. He is. He's quite cool. And if you don't want these in his hands, which I never do, there's storage. Okay, so first of all, we're going to look here. There's this slot for that tab. So you can store the tail, basically. And this, well, I think it can go onto these pegs here. I think. Never actually tried it. Yeah, it can. But I use, where are they? There's a peg here and there, which are when he's the horn. So I just turn it around and shove them there. If I can do it now on camera. Give me a second. I'm not going to be able to do this because it's on camera. No. Let me do it 1 second. There you go, got it. So now his weapons are stored and it's just him on his own. And like there are a couple of gaps and hollows and stuff like that. Like look at that. But I don't care. And there's this hole from where the claws would flip over. So I kind of use that as like giant arm cannons because I'm cool like that. I got this for £10 from the Entertainer on clearance. If you can get him for like a tenner, he's absolutely worth it. 20 out of it, but a tenner, he's absolutely worth it. Go buy it. Go buy 2. Dirty one up, cut the horn off, make the battle damage one from the film. Why not? I'm not going to do that because I actually like him. But there he is. He's quite cool and I do like him. So, I should be wretched. I shall see all of you in the next one. Toodle-oo.